Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? Haven't made a video in a while. Probably, I think, like 5 days, right, guys? Something like that. Been a busy weekend, man. Been a busy weekend. Some stuff going on. I probably even haven't been on YouTube in 5 days. Just last night. Last night was probably the first day I started catching up on some of my own video watching. So it's actually pretty cool. I've been away from YouTube for like 4 or 5 days. I feel like it's been like 2 weeks and got a bunch of videos to look at. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, pretty much what I'm gonna do here. Got my S90v Spyderco Para 2, which I don't think I did a full review on this yet, which I will do. I've been saying I've been wanting to do it for a while, but just keep putting it off and forgetting. But anyway, so got a part-time job just to help pay some bills and rent and stuff while I'm studying for the exams, and working at a liquor store. So cutting open boxes and stuff. Took this in to the liquor store and cut up boxes are great. And I tried to open, a couple boxes or cut up a box with some wine in it to put on display, trying to do real fine tip work. And definitely, this was my first day, and definitely dragged the tip across some glass bottles. So it's pretty dull. So you can see here, alright, I hope you guys can see this. Working just fine. And, oh no. So the tip's pretty dull. It'll still mess somebody up. The tip's not broken or anything. You can't see that, but it's not broken or anything. It just rolled a little bit. No big deal. No chips or anything like that. I can just see the roll on the edge, and I can just barely feel it. But so this is 800 grit sandpaper. Just gonna see if Sandpaper can make a dent in S90v. So let's just get to it. I didn't Sharpie this. Oops. I don't know. Whatever. So just seeing if this is gonna put a dent in S90v. What do you guys think? I'm trying to. I don't know. Some people might even think I'm crazy taking this into work and not worrying about beating on it. But you know what, guys? I mean, I've had this for a while now. Yeah, this is an amazing knife. Yeah, they sell for a lot over what they originally sold for on the secondhand market. But big deal. It's a knife. It's supposed to be used. It's lightweight. It's an amazing steel. Just don't drag it on bottles or anything, huh? So I'm using it. I've limited my collection. Actually, I got the SFC back. I think I told you guys that a while ago. I'm gonna do a review on that as well. A little update. Just to see, just to let you guys know that it came back great and the service was amazing. But I think I'm actually gonna trade that or sell that. It's a great knife. I love it. I love the design. But honestly, the Zahn, man, it just hasn't left my pocket. I love it. I love it. And I don't know why. I just feel more comfortable. I just like that. I don't know why. It's just the Zahn for me is just, that's it. You know what I mean? That's my shit right there. I love that knife. I don't know what it is. It just speaks to me. So yeah. So we'll see if this 800 grit doesn't work too quickly. I'm not gonna make this a long video, but if this 800 grit doesn't work too quickly, I'm gonna jump down to the 325 and give that a go. And I've always been hesitant to use low grits on this because I don't want to mess up the blade geometry or anything like that, or the edge any more so than from use. But I feel pretty comfortable in my abilities now, where I'm getting better at sharpening stuff. So I can definitely see a difference. You guys aren't gonna be able to tell, but I can see a difference in the blade just from that one side. Good. Oh yeah, I got a burr. I think I got a burr. I mean, I definitely have some. I think that's a burr, not a roll. So I'm gonna flip it. Can you hear? Did you hear that right away, right there? That was the burr on the other side. You can kind of hear that scraping harder. You hear that, guys? That's the roll. That's the burr right there. And it's kind of going away now. You can still hear it catching, though, more than the other side, right? Like, that was the other side. That's smooth. This was... But I know I'm on the right angle, because down here is smooth and soft, and then up here it gets louder. So I know I'm knocking the burr off or fixing that roll or dent or whatever it was. This would be really something if 800 grit sandpaper can work on S90v. For the longest time, I always wanted Japanese water stones. I wanted diamond stones. I was very very envious of J Davis 882. He has the coolest sharpening equipment, man. He has the coolest stuff, and I always wanted to get that. Actually, the stones he just got, if you guys watch his channel at all, if you don't, I recommend it. But I'm sure you guys do. If you're watching mine, you definitely watch his. He just got some DMTs. He just got the 6x2 DMTs, which is something I had my eye on for a while. But I figured I start with this kind of sharpening work, because if you can sharpen with sandpaper, you can definitely sharpen with more quality stuff. But now I don't know. I kind of really like the convex that sandpaper and a soft backing puts on a knife. After going out hiking and really digging into some wood and just seeing how convex just kind of separates material better, I'm not too I'm not really in need. I'm not saying I need those stones anymore. Not that they're not great, which they really seem like they are. I don't know, I'm actually really liking doing the sandpaper stuff. Alright, so from my visual perspective, what I can see, I don't really have a burr on this side now. No burrs on either side. It feels sharp. So let's go right ahead and see if this cuts through this. So the bottom works good. All right, we can clearly see that. That's nope, still not great. So it still needs work. So I'm gonna keep going. And flipped it again. That might have been premature since I didn't work up a burr, but oops. I'm kind of just all over the place here today. Just kind of good day. Just trying to make a night, make a video. Trying not to say too much, but it always happens. So whatever. Working at the liquor store is pretty cool. Good bunch of guys. Relaxed. I said it again. Oh well. They're relaxed. Nothing too strenuous. Definitely had harder jobs. This is going to be a cakewalk. But it's cash. It's under the table. It's quick. I applied the other day at 3 o'clock. I think on a Wednesday or something like that. And like last week, I guess. I applied 3 o'clock. The guy called me at 6, asked me if I can come in and work the next day. So it's nice. It's like it's not a big store. It's more of a family-owned, mom and pop liquor store shop. Always have great prices, kind of thing. And that's cool. I like that kind of stuff. Applied to a couple other places. A couple. I don't want to say like remedial jobs or anything, but certainly you don't need a college degree to work in some of the places I applied. But whatever. It's money now. It's money now until I can study. Until I study, or until I pass my exams and make real money. Back to sharpening. I'm applying medium pressure, probably more pressure than you'd want to apply on a stone, just because it's a soft backing and it is S90v. This isn't the cleanest piece of sandpaper either, so I didn't really check for burrs, if you guys can tell. I kind of just go off of what I feel. Let's clean the edge off. That's a view. We'll see. If this doesn't work, I'm going to drop down to 325 just to do it quick for you guys. Alright, so that cut's good like always. Definitely, I felt it start to cut in, but it definitely slows down. You guys can see that for sure. So I can still see the edge reflecting back at me. And I'm using light pressure. If I wanted to push through that, I'm sure I could. But let's just drop down, just for the heck of it. And really mess with the scratch pattern. Oh well. Oh well, I'll get it back. No worries. You can't be afraid to sharpen your knives, guys, because then you're going to be afraid to use them because then you think, what if it gets dull? So whatever. Sharpen them, use them, enjoy them. I mean, if you have knives just to look at, that's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But you know, if you get a knife to be a user, which I got this for, I said, wow, you know, S90v, carbon fiber, it's going to be light. It's a good blade shape. It's full flat ground. This would be a great user. And you just can't be scared to fully sharpen it. And that's what I figured when I took it into work. Because even if it gets dinged, I'll sharpen it out. I said, no big deal. And that's kind of how I feel with the Zan. That's really when you start to get to know a knife. You know, that's when you start to really bond with a knife. You get to know the weight of it, the blade, the steel, the heat treat, how well it is. That's why I like the Zan. Yeah, I know I'm talking Zan stuff on this video, but yeah, whatever. The Zan, the S30V on that holds an edge. It holds an edge, and man, I could repair that quickly. And it's from when I went hiking. How many weeks ago was that, guys? 3 weeks ago now? Something like that. I still haven't sharpened it. I didn't put it through an amazing beating, but I still haven't sharpened it. I'm using it as that's my primary EDC, except for when I took this out a couple days. And I'm just literally trying to get that dull. I mean, I am cutting up every soda bottle I can. Every hard plastic, cardboard with that thing, and it is just a stubborn pain in the ass, which is a great thing for a blade steel. When you're talking about getting dull, I mean, that is just a resilient SOB. And for a softer, I like those quotes, softer, the laser. But for a softer steel, or for a softer run S30V, it's doing great. It's doing great. So I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. This might just take a lot of work with S90v, so I am keeping the edge, the consistent. I can tell I'm hitting that. So it's not because my angle's wrong. It's just S90v is, from what I hear, tough. You know, if you have the proper equipment, not a big deal. You get some. I gotta assume you get some diamonds. You get some really good water stones. You'll have an easier time than using $5 sandpaper. But it's an experiment. You know, everybody has, or not everybody, but a lot of the guys have good sharpening equipment. They got wheels. A lot of people that do this stuff. You know, Jay Davis has some great sharpening equipment. If I get the same stuff as him, and sharpen my knives, what does that prove? To you guys, you know, to the community, what does that prove? Probably that his edges will be sharper than mine, and I can't sharpen as good as him. And I don't want people to know that. Come on. But I mean, there's so many videos on the good stuff. I feel like there's less videos on sandpaper sharpening and what its potentials are. So that's why I figured, the hell with it, I'll do sandpaper sharpening. And you know, I'll just see. So this video is starting to get pretty long. I can sense it. But yeah, so I am gonna see where I'm at right here and cut it. Hopefully, if this doesn't work, maybe I'll annotate it in the beginning saying, kind of failed. So I'll say no, cannot sharpen Para S90v on sandpaper in 12 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever. And I started at the wrong, you know, I started at 800, having hopes that it might work, because dropping on 2000 worked fine for me to keep this knife sharp. But I guess when you do damage like I did, it's Will it shave hair? I doubt it. Not really. It's starting to get grippy, but no, it's not gonna shave hair. All right, Z-test. Let's see. All right, that part we know is good, and we know that I'm not screwing up the edge because that still cuts. Oh, look at that. That's actually better. Let's try that again. All right. Oh, you guys can't see that. All right, coming up to the dull part, and it cuts all the way through. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. You can definitely tell, or I can feel. You know what? All right. I'm gonna not complete a couple sentences so you guys are more confused for a little bit. But hopefully you guys can see that, and it cuts through the whole way. That's actually not bad at all. So I'm getting to the dull part now. It how can I say this? The blade wants to kick out and just kind of brush up against the cardboard, like instead of digging in here. When I get here, it wants to come out a little bit more, but it actually gets through it now, as you guys can see. So nothing amazing. Obviously this isn't phone book paper or anything of the like, which I found my phone book. Whoever stole it returned it. Just kidding. I'll give it a shot, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now it's gonna fail. Yeah. Even with the sharper part. Well, that's not bad. But is it? Not really, guys. Not really. I'll say it, not really. Especially by the tip. It slows down. Can you guys even see that? My bad. Not really. I'm sure it will slice regular paper. Do I have one that I already used? No way. I mean, it'll definitely. No, it hung up right there, right by the tip. It's still not perfect, but not perfect, guys. But you can see that'll slice paper. That'll fight and struggle through phone book paper. But yeah, look at that. 325 or 320 grit sandpaper. Got repaired S90v a little bit. So yeah, I know I've been doing a lot of little steels or lesser steels, cheaper steels with the sandpaper, but 320 grit sandpaper will repair S90v. And I didn't even use that the whole time. I'm sure I could probably bang that out in 10 minutes. So I might continue to do that and post a final results video with just using sandpaper. So I can't believe this video went 18 minutes, 19. I got cut it off. This will take me about 3.5 hours to upload. See you guys later.